Hello, I'm Officer Donovan, Shaw Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is because you're going 76. Could you look at me? You're looking all the way from away from me. It's kind of weird. Why are you going so fast?
I'm trying to make it home.
Okay, you're trying to make it home? Where are you coming from?
My friend's house.
Friend's house? Okay. Is your kid in the back? You're going 76 and a 45.
Sorry about that.
And you smell like alcohol, okay?
Yes.
And you
have some drinks in my life.
And you have kids in the car.
I'm sorry about that.
Okay, do you have a license insurance on you?
I have insurance. I don't have a
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get that. Central 9, can I get another unit number? And you got a license too, or just the insurance?
Just the insurance on me.
Do you have a license?
No, I don't.
You don't have a license. How much have you had to drink?
My friend's house, she lives right here. If you don't mind me putting up the address, I will just pick up.
Okay, so you're drinking at a friend's house? Tequila? Okay, because you're obviously you got the glossy eyes. I can tell you've been drinking. Okay, your eyes are red, bloodshot, smell like alcohol. You're going 31 miles per hour over the speed limit, right?
At this point, this is no longer just an ordinary speeding stop. According to the officer, the vehicle was traveling 76 in a 45 more than 30 miles per hour over the posted limit. But speed is only one part of what he is observing. He says he can smell alcohol, notices red and glossy eyes, and has now heard the driver admit that she was drinking tequila shortly before getting behind the wheel. And then there is the detail that raises the stakes dramatically. 2 young children are sitting in the car. That matters because investigators are no longer evaluating only whether a traffic law may have been broken. They are trying to determine whether the driver's ability to operate the vehicle is impaired, while passengers who cannot protect themselves are along for the ride. Still, suspicion is not the same thing as proof. What happens during the field sobriety investigation will become crucial.
And you have 2 little kids in the car. Where you heading right now? Heading to your house? Okay. Were they like a party, just to get together? It was a party? Birthday party? Your friend's birthday? Okay. What time do you have your first drink, you think?
I would say like an hour ago.
Okay. What time do you think it is right now around?
I would say like almost close to 1.
Close to 1? Okay. So around midnight, would you say you had your first drink? What time do you think you had your last drink?
I would say like
12:30? Okay. And how many do you think you had in between that time?
honestly like 2.
2 drinks?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of drinks would you say? Just both of them were tequila? Both of them were mixed tequila drinks? Okay. Do you know what kind of tequila it was?
It was Don Julio with orange juice.
Don Julio and orange. Okay. Do you know how many like shots were in there in the drinks? I appreciate you being honest, right? They made it for you? Okay. What's a good phone number for so she can see your kids? Cool. Thank you. Any weapons on you, anything?
No.
Okay. Can you go ahead and just close your door for me? Okay, I'm just gonna walk you right over here, okay? Actually, go ahead and just stand behind the car for now. I'll be back in 1 second, okay? Just stand with my partner. Okay, you could go ahead and just step over here, please. Okay. You can sit right here. Just step like right in front of me right here, okay? Step forward a little bit more. Cool? Okay. Just gonna ask you some questions, okay? You said you've been drinking, you're driving, at a high rate of speed, right? So I wanna make sure you're okay to drive, okay? You see the stimulus? Can you just move your hair out of your eyes for me? Keep your head still the whole time, okay? Eyes only.
I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
With my babies.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest.
Well, I'm scared for them being in the car, in this situation. Is that understandable?
I understand.
Do you want to confirm me how much you had to drink? Because the way you're driving, the way I'm looking at you, it's showing me that you had more to drink than you're telling me.
Yeah.
How much have you really had to drink?
Honestly, I had like about 3 cups.
About 3 cups? 3 mixed drinks?
And here, one small change in her story becomes extremely important. Earlier, she told the officer she had consumed about 2 tequila drinks. Now, after he challenges that account, she says it was closer to 3 mixed drinks. That difference does not automatically prove deception. People may genuinely misremember quantities, especially when someone else prepared the drinks and the exact amount of alcohol in each cup is unknown. But from an investigator's perspective, changing the number matters. The officer is comparing her statements against everything else he has already observed. The alleged speed, the odor of alcohol, her eyes, her driving behavior, and her performance during the roadside investigation. In cases like this, police rarely rely on one isolated detail. They build a picture from multiple observations. And when a driver's own account begins changing, it can make that overall picture appear more concerning even before any chemical test is considered.
Okay, all Don Julio and whatever it was, whatever the mixer was.
Don Julio and Milagros, I'm being honest.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, just stand by for a second again, okay? Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna be. Okay, ma'am. Okay, I'm gonna have you step right here, okay? Obviously, I don't want you going anywhere to the right side of my car, but in the street, okay?
Okay.
So we're staying right in front of my car. You go ahead and begin, and keep your first step as 1.
Probably 10.
Okay. Okay, so how many did you take forward and back? You said you did 10 forward and 10 back? Okay. We're gonna do one more thing, okay? Let's go ahead and step like right here. Okay?
Right here?
Yeah, you can face me. Okay, just keep your hands at your sides, feet together, okay? Don't do anything else until I instruct you to, okay? When I tell you to, really simple, okay? Raise either foot, left or right. As you're counting, keep your arms at your sides the whole time and watch your raised foot the whole time, okay? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, arms at your sides, okay? When I say begin, you can go ahead and begin, okay? Okay, you can begin.
2008.
You graduate, what's your highest level of education?
High school diploma.
High school diploma? Okay, so you know it pretty well, the English alphabet?
Yes.
Okay. What am I, okay.
So B, E, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, H, I. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, what I'm gonna have you do, just take a step over here, okay? Right behind the car. Just hang out with my partner, okay? I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, ma'am, you want to step over here for me? So you said you were drinking, obviously, right?
Yes.
3 tequila drinks we're at.
Yes.
You said you started drinking around midnight, stopped drinking around 12:30.
Yeah.
And you had your drinks during that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is just gonna measure the alcohol content on your breath, all right? I just want to feel comfortable with you driving. Obviously, I'm not comfortable with you driving, so.
So I'm not gonna lie, if you're not comfortable, can I just call my friend and pick us up?
No. Okay.
So what's gonna happen?
I'll let you know as we go on what's happening, okay? As far as this goes, this just measures the alcohol content on your breath. It kind of lets me know where you're at, right? On the street right now, okay? So you're gonna take a deep breath. When you blow it, you're gonna take a deep breath and you're gonna put your lips to about here and you're gonna blow like you're blowing up a balloon. Deep breath and just one continuous breath.
Notice what happens in these final moments before the arrest. The driver offers what might sound like a practical solution. If the officer does not believe she is safe to drive, she asks whether a friend can simply come and pick everyone up. But by this stage, the investigation has moved beyond the question of who will drive the car home. The officer has already gathered what he apparently believes is enough evidence to make an arrest decision. And there is an important distinction here. The transcript does not give us a numerical breath alcohol result, so we should not assume one. What we can say is that the officer has repeatedly referenced her driving, the smell of alcohol, her physical appearance, her admission of drinking, and the roadside exercises. Seconds later, he tells her she is under arrest for driving under the influence. And from that moment forward, the focus shifts immediately to another urgent question. What happens to the 2 children still sitting inside that vehicle?
Out of your mouth like that, okay? You're gonna be under arrest, okay? For driving while under the influence of alcohol, okay?
But
So go ahead and turn around. Put your hands behind your back. We have a female here. She's gonna do a search on you. And we're gonna go from there, okay? We're gonna figure out what we're gonna do with your kids and see who can take care of them. Obviously, they're gonna have to be with another adult, okay? I'm gonna double lock them in a second here.
I'm sorry, but
Central 9 show 1 female in custody for 55.
I don't know what he said. What do you mean with another adult? I kept asking if I could call my friend to pick us up.
Well, we're gonna
You
have
didn't
to
allow that.
I'm gonna have to talk to my boss to see what we're gonna do with the
Is
kids.
this your only car?
Take every key you need except for the car keys. Okay? So
That's
which
my
is the
work
car?
keys. Those are my work keys.
These are all not for the car?
Yes, those are not for the car.
Which one of these is your car key?
That one right there.
This
that one goes to to my white car.
You need these
Those are
for
my
the car?
house keys.
Okay. You want me to take these things off then and just leave the fob?